Okay, so part 2 of the dog thief story. So anyway, my client who works for the attorney, she gets her younger sister-in-law, and they go and meet with the, what would it be, the county attorney for our whole entire county. He prosecutes all big major criminal cases, and she sits down with a meeting with the three of them, and they outlay what had happened. He's sitting there like amazed because this woman who doesn't even own the dog ran off with the dog, came onto their property, stole the dog, and took off with it, won't give the dog back. So he asks the younger, sister-in-law, and she was like, well, why, you've only had this dog a couple of weeks, and it is a mutt dog, and you got her free, and couldn't you just get another dog, like a different one? And she's like, well, we really love the dog, and my son has fallen in love with him, and we just think of Gypsy as part of our family. And she starts crying, bitterly crying in his office, and he's like, okay, calm down. He makes a phone call. He calls the dog thief's husband, who's a prominent medical professional in our county. He calls and says, look, your wife's got to come here, and we've got to get this dog because this is not good, yada, yada. The man says, I don't know where she went. She took off, packed a bag, took off with the car and the dog, and is on the run. So the Commonwealth attorney had told him, listen, you have to tell her when you get in touch with her, because I know you're going to get in touch with her. You have to tell her, if she does not show up at the police station by tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, with the dog and make the dog exchange, give the dog back to these people, we're going to swear out a warrant for her arrest and trespass because she stole the dog. So that's what happened. He told her, and she begrudgingly came back to town, showed up at the police station, turned over the dog to, my client's sister-in-law, who later became my client too. And they did eventually get a house, and they did eventually move in, and the dog was an indoor dog from that day on, and her little boy just loved the dog, and everybody lived happily ever after, except the dog thief, I'm sure, was disgruntled. But isn't that the craziest story you ever heard of somebody stealing a dog that didn't even belong to them, and it was a mutt dog to begin with? Can't make this stuff up. Peace out, Nail Techs.